Superimposed on my home desktop this week is a pic from Vermilion's old annual publication, High Times. It shows Bill Haber and Charlie I. Barber standing near the doorway of South Street School where both men worked as custodians. Prior to the opening of South Street, Charlie had been the main custodian at the State Street School. South Street opened during the 1927-28 school year. Mr. Haber began working for the school 1 year later, 1929. Charlie, a beloved person by the schoolkids, retired after 32 years of service in 1945. He passed away in 1954. He and his wife, Lulu, lived at 660 Jefferson Street. I believe the home is still there, near the bottom of the hill where Jefferson and Ohio streets meet. I remember going trick-or-treating there when I was very young. Charlie and Lulu had 2 boys, William and Charles. You'll hear more about both his son and coworker Bill when you visit my home desk.
On my shop desk this week is another pic of 2 Vermilion School custodians. On the left is William Bill Haber, who was also in my home desk pic. Next to Bill is Charles Chuck Barber. Chuck, as you may know or surmise, was the son of Charles I. Barber, also in the aforementioned pic. Both these guys were the custodians of the schools, both South Street and Decatur Street, when I was a student. I knew Chuck better than I ever knew Bill. But I really liked both men. They were friendly and, as far as I could tell, good at their jobs. Chuck lived just down the street from my childhood home on Perry Street. His wife, Goldie Bogart, was a good friend of my mother's. And their daughter Cheryl was a friend of my sister Ginny. Chuck, unfortunately, fell ill and died in 1964 at the tender age of 58. He had worked for the schools for 40 years. Bill lived with his wife Dorothy and 2 children, a son George and daughter Arlo. Where else? On Haber Road, off Route 60. He retired in 1971 after 42 years of service in the schools. Because he had left school at an early age, when he retired he was made an honorary graduate of VHS. He died in 1984 at the age of 81.